Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is Wednesday, March the 27th, and this is a quick hit on the indexes. Starting off with the Dow. Alright. Well, today wasn't exactly what I was looking for. I was hoping that we would go higher and, form some kind of a blow off top and make it real easy to know exactly where to short. Instead, we had a kind of a amazing little sell-off that was went into a amazing recovery. But of course, you already know that. Able to go a little bit lower than yesterday and able to recover most everything. This was very powerful by the Bulls, the way that they were able to spring back into action. But unlike many other times, we were not able to come back and get above, heal it completely and then go positive. So that was kind of surprising. I was hoping that would happen, but nope. Anyways, moving right along. How do we look indicator-wise? Well, candle-wise, we don't really have anything. And indicator-wise, it is, well, it's not great. It's not bad. 14-day RSI moving average, of course, is finally getting to the general vicinity of where it should start to turn. We were having that secondary corrective move with the stochastics and the CCI and the RSI and all that stuff, setting up really nice negative divergence. And that followed through today, but I was really looking for a move up in the MACD histogram to set up a lower peak, and certainly that can still happen. But we got a click down today, and that kind of takes me a little bit by surprise. I thought we'd get a move up, but no, it's moving down. MACD's moving down. The slow stochastic is still pointing down. The CCI is ticking down. So not getting as much on the secondaries to the upside as I would have preferred. So it's just a minor little glitch, and certainly it does make it a little more bearish for tomorrow. And tomorrow is the last day before 3-day weekend. I sure wouldn't want to hold long through the weekend. And tomorrow the Cyprus banks open once again. So there could be some news, but it is subjective. Going on to the 60-minute time frame, since we want to get a better feel for what should be happening tomorrow. See if there's anything obvious that jumps out at us. Obviously, the move down jumps out at me, but and the the little minor miracle getting back up. But anyways. How do we look? 60-minute time frame. Well, we have enough room in the stochastics to go and bust out to a new high if it wants to. So, bullish case definitely still on the table. The 14-day RSI moving average is moving up, but it is flattening out by the end of the day. We are moving down in the MACD histogram, moving at this time down in the MACD, moving down on the CCI and moving down on the RSI. And we have nothing really in the heat map at this moment except for just a tiny bit of green, nothing really to get excited about. So enough room to make a new high? Yes. Does it look a little tired at the same time? Yes. So I would say that tomorrow I would guess would be more negative than positive, but I'm surely am not counting the bulls out yet. There isn't enough to say that this is over. Just an edge. Moving on to SPX, it's going to be more of the same. A little prettier candle for the hanging man, but other than that, the differences are minor. You can see that the MACD histogram is slanting up, unlike the Dow. You can see that the stochastics are both pointing up, unlike the Dow. This one does have a better chance of breaking that high, and you can see that we're not as low on the candle. So this one, yeah, it's a little bit different, and this one to me is a little more bullish than bearish. So take that for what you will. And moving on to the VIX. And we were saying last night, where is the VIX? There you are. Last night on the VIX that it needed to do plenty, but we were in a arrangement in the chart that was more bearish, biased. 14-day RSI moving average pointing down, stochastics pointing down, etc. Today, a nice jump up that did not last long at all, getting kicked out of the long-term moving average bar once again. It is a fat body spinning top. That by itself doesn't look that great. I mean, another attempt to go up, just denied. The only thing that's good about this is it is a higher close than the recent failures. So that is a positive. And beyond that, MACD going sideways, MACD histogram barely going down, up on the CCI, up on the RSI, down on the stochastics, and leveling out to sideways on the 14-day RSI moving average. This is a very, very mixed chart. So, but I'll look on the 60 on this as well and see what we see. Well, it did not fill the gap today, so there is that. Beyond that, the 14-day RSI moving average moving down, stochastics getting kind of low, trying to turn MACD, histogram slanting up, sideways on the MACD, up on the CCI and the RSI. I could see easily a gap fill here, but it doesn't have too long before it needs to go up. So it's still only the 60-minute chart, but I guess that would sort of vibe with what we saw on the Dow 60-minute. And TNA. Yeah. This one started off so much weaker, and it had a pretty darn good close. If we had had a downtick, it would have been resolved intraday, like many of these other days in the past videos. But this one is moving up on the 14-day RSI moving average, the stochastics, and that's it. Everything else is pointing down. So I do think that this one does have enough room to make a new high, and then it's all over. Blow off top tomorrow? Maybe. Go down tomorrow? Maybe. I wish it was more clear. Really do. Wish it was more clear. And going on to volume to see if anything has changed. And no. No change over last night's video. Still waiting for something important to happen. Matter of fact, I'm going to also take a look at the volume of SPY and see if there's any difference, because the two charts are different. Now this one, interestingly enough, is, let's see, we have 1 red and 4 greens. We are in danger on the unbalanced volume. We are not in danger on the accumulation distribution. And we are in massive danger on the volume-weighted MACD. So, as of tomorrow, we could have 2 reds, 3 greens, and be very close to having one of the majors go red. So, like I'm saying, it's very difficult at this moment. We know that it's really close, but nailing it down to tomorrow is the day, or the day after tomorrow, or whatever, I just can't seem to pinpoint that at the moment. As always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you very much.